YouTube, Sarah 13 here. Oh my God! Happy birthday to me! This deck is unbeatable in my opinion.
So,
YouTube, Sarah 13 here, Saturday Locals. Tournament's over. Nathaniel.
I'm a happy-go-lucky guy.
Oh, jeez.
We all want to be like
Everybody
that.
wants to play with me.
No! No!
Anyway, I went 3 wins, 2 losses. We're gonna do some trading now. I didn't buy anything, I didn't pull anything, so.
Buy stuff from me.
I don't buy anything.
Buy stuff.
No, I sell stuff. I don't buy stuff. Anyway, give me that back.
Neil says for every 5 subscribers, he'll give 1 pack out.
Fuck you! I'd be broke.
He means it.
I still have to. I have that 1 pack for the winner, which I actually have to for our contest that we had for the regionals. This is like so long ago, but we haven't been back there. But yeah, I will. I'll send you a PM this week, and we'll figure out what pack you want.
It's okay because I automatically win. So
You don't win. You didn't win nothing.
I know because I wasn't entered, but I should.
You were at the tournament. It's not fair.
It's not fair.
All right. Yeah. Well, there was a lot of people that picked windups because windups actually was the big deck there.
Yellow.
So I had to roll dice until I could lure it down to.
But since when does Yu-Gi-Oh have anything to do with fairness? I ask.
Brown card.
Well, never.
Exactly.
But that's why I do my best to make it as fair as possible. Go against the grain, I always say.
Go against the grain.
That's right.
That always feels good after you shave.
We're gonna do. If I can find the little bastard, we're gonna do that cheating video for you guys now.
Oh, you can. You should do the deck profile of my crystal base now.
And the deck profile's coming up too with Nathaniel here. So. Anyway, we're gonna go get some food first. So.
No, you gotta trade me first.
Oh, we're gonna trade first, and then I'm gonna go get some food. So I'm fucking hungry. I didn't eat breakfast because the lineup. Huh?
Me neither. I didn't eat breakfast yet.
Well, because the lineup at Tim Hortons when I was gonna go through the drive-thru was like a mile and a half.
It always is. I bet you there was a bunch of cops too, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Seriously, I go
And
there.
they ran out of donuts because of all the cops.
I go on break at Superstore at 1 in the morning. All the parking lot is full of cops. It's just cops. All
Eating
set.
donuts. Cops
Eating donuts.
Leave our donuts alone. Go
There's a reason
buy
for
one of them
stereotypes.
mini donut machine maker things and make your own damn donuts. Anyway, we'll speak to you guys soon. YouTube, Sarah 13 here, which I already said, as usual. What we have for you now is how to spot cheaters. We have, or if you want to learn how to cheat, you can watch this too. We have a professional cheater here.
I'm a professional cheater. I'm just good at what I do.
That's a professional cheater. All right, so his name is Nishan. And there he is.
Oh, hey guys, what up? Okay, so there's like a lot of different random ways to cheat.
He made a list.
I made a list because I got bored. Like the first one, it's pretty simple. If you guys look at this, I have everything laid out from like monsters to spells to traps, and it's called the 8-5. So this works in 2 ways. Either I'll do it 8 piles, and then I'll do 5 piles. It works better if you look down. I'll do piles of 5, and then I'll do piles of 8. Or if I notice that my opponent is doing piles of 8, I'll just do a pile of 5 and then hand it to them, right? So what happens is you do a pile of 5. You have to make sure none of the cards get mixed up.
So set the deck up first.
Yeah, so the deck's set up in piles of 5. Oh wait, it's supposed to be 40. It's 41. So pile of 5. I forgot how many cards I played. It has to be 40 cards. That's the only way this works.
Okay, all right.
And then you do piles of 8. The way this works, the reason this is good is because if you put 5 cards together and you pick up from the bottom corner first, you'll always get those 5 cards at the top of your deck. So if I put like my Magician Shark, Heavy Storm, something, all together, I'll draw them every time. So I can OTK.
So when you do the 5 pile, then the 8, the 5 that you had on the top will end up over here. In the corner, right?
And then you get it all back in its original position.
Look at that. See? There you go. Oh, he's getting all fancy. Oh, he blew it.
I blew it. These sleeves are too old to do that. Okay, the next one is like, it's a really simple method. So basically when you're shuffling, right, if your opponent doesn't cut the deck ever, it's like, okay, so say I wanted to open Hornet. I want to open Hornet because I'm playing in sectors, and I have whatever, this hand at the top, right?
Sure.
So everyone generally draws one card at a time, so you're shuffling. So when you go to draw, you put your hands right here, and then when you're putting the deck down, you draw 2 cards at once. Seeing as your opponent will be focused on his drawing, like when you're looking straight at it, it's really easy to notice if you go like this, right? But your opponent's more focused on his drawing, so he's not going to notice it. A lot of times, you can just put the deck, while you're putting the deck down, go like this, and it's not easy to notice.
Wow.
And then you can open whatever you want.
I didn't even notice that, and I'm right here.
So you can force whatever card you want to the bottom and then draw it. Along with that, if you're shuffling and you have the Hornet at the bottom and you want to open it, you can push it out of the way with your thumb and hold like between your thumbs. So like there's the dent here and the dent here. If you put your hand, this tucked in here, and you keep doing this, it'll stay at the bottom, and then when you want the card back, right, you just shuffle it like this. And you put it to the top. Now you open Hornet.
There you go.
Then
another sleight of hand.
Yeah, that. Then there's like the more. There's a couple more obvious ones. I want to open any of these cards, I take them in the deck, and this deck is this way. So I take them and I put them in this. So now if I look at the deck like this side will work better for the camera. These cards stick out, like they stick out of the deck. Like you can see them very clearly right there. And then
I've been accused of something like that happened to me, but it's because I was shuffling it
there. I missed it again. There. And then the last one's around here somewhere. So you can, when you're shuffling, you can easily move the bottom face down cards to the top of the deck so that you draw into them more often.
Alright.
And then let's fix this quickly. What else is there? Another really simple one is if you have oversized sleeves. This is a pretty obvious example with this card, but generally it would be white and it wouldn't be Pokemon size.
It'd match the same color.
Yeah, it would match the color and it wouldn't be this big. It would maybe be like a very small amount larger.
Okay.
So you put it in, and then when you're cutting, you'd feel this card, so you try and go for one above that, and then you cut downward. So now this is the top card.
Right.
Right? So that's basically what you want to do with having different size sleeves. Another one a lot of people do is say they have the warning and the judgment set.
Yeah.
And they have some monster on board, and their opponent is going for game, and they don't have anything to stop it. When they're looking their back row, they can drop a card out of their hand and then pick up the opposite back row, and now I have the threatening and the solemn warning set. So it's I did pretty obviously because it was really slow. But
so do it so not so obviously.
Most times, if I actually want to cheat, most times I ask you to check the life points for me. So the second you look that way for 1 second, and I can do this. And just switch it quickly. So the second you look away, if your opponent asks you to check life points, a lot of times, say this is my calculator, I'll put it in front of them and be like, those are the life points. I don't generally just look at the side.
Because you know it can be done against you.
It can't be done against me, I'm too good at it.
Well, that's what I mean. That's why you put it there, so they can't say, look at my life points.
And then there's, if you have, this is your grave, you have this in hand, to add cards from your grave to your hand, so you can look at your grave, you look at your grave and you're like, oh cool, this wasn't, say that this wasn't at the top, it was at the bottom. So you look through it and you're like, oh cool, my centipede's at the bottom, I wonder what I want back. So you look at this like this, and then when you're looking, you basically do this, and you transfer the cards. So if I had chosen to use the effect veiler, and I just go like this, now I have bait for BLS on my grave, and I have my centipede back in the hand.
Okay.
something that Brad did to me, and he didn't actually realize he did, was basically BLS, the Chaos Sorcerer, Light Pulsar, and Dark Flare with 2 Darks Engraved and 3 Lights. So if you're, a lot of times, you're like in Lightsworn format, I used to like JD and just attack for game, and then I'd realize after that I only had 3 like names engraved, and I was like, whatever. So you just gotta, whenever someone brings out a Chaos Monster, make sure you double check the graveyard like really well.
Okay.
There, I did it right that time.
Yes, you did. That's because there wasn't as many.
Fuck you, Neil. Fuck! I hate this game. There's palming. I don't have big enough hands for this, but Neil probably will. Like, you go like this, and the card is hidden in your hand, so when you pick it up, and you put it at the top of your deck. So after the cut's done, so say you take your deck, you shuffle, and I want this Dark Arm in my opening hand. So I put it here, and then I'd have my extra deck sitting right next to it. So it looks like it's just a token, right?
Yeah.
And then I shuffle up my deck, and I present it to my opponent. He picks up my deck, and at the same time, I go like this.
Let me cut that for you, blah, blah, blah.
Neil hands his deck to me, and I cut his deck with this hand.
Right.
And then when Neil's going to draw, I take the card down, and I go like this, and then I draw my cards. It works a lot better if you have big hands, like Neil's.
Like me.
He could fit this card underneath without anyone seeing it.
Don't crush it.
I don't know what that is. Yeah, don't crush my Hornet.
It's not a Hornet.
It's not a Hornet. I don't know.
Can't get it back until you tell me what it is.
Damn it, Neil. Guys, what is it? Jesse.
Steve.
Okay, and then at the same time as palming, there's clamping. And I saw this a lot in like, where's my bag?
I would just give it away.
I saw this a lot during when Gateway was at 3 and the new 6 Sans set just came out. Basically, like, if I want to open, see this is Gateway, right? And I want to open Gateway.
But it's Dark Hole.
Okay, no, okay, fine. I want to open the Dark Hole. I have 4 cards. I put the Dark Hole in my lap. Now I pick up my 4 cards. I'm sitting like this. And then I go like this, I go under the table a bit, and then I keep shuffling.
Okay, but if your opponent knows you have 4 cards and suddenly you have 5?
It's opening hand. So you want to open this in your opening hand, you put it here, right? You open up your 4 cards, they're going first. You keep your hand like this, and then you go down, you do this once, and then you go like this. Right? So your opponent would think that you have 5 cards in hand. If they go, like, they draw their opening hand, they go, how many cards are in your hand? It's just like, okay, there's 4 cards, I have to draw 1 more. Right? But 9 times out of 10 they won't ask that, so you can just add the cards from your lap to your hand. Then there's what's his face? Roy Sinclair method. This is like one of my favorite ways of cheating. It's fucking hilarious. I've seen this happen so many times. So
how do you think he topped all the time?
I open my 5 cards and I go summon Tour Guide, get Tour Guide, or Sangan, right? I get out my Tour Guide, I make Zen mains, and I end my turn. Or I set one and end my turn. So that's whatever amount of monster on the field. Right? Then you do your play, and then I draw. And then I set one and end my turn. And then you draw. And you set one and I go attack. Right? And then you draw again. And I look at my hand, and I say cards in hand, and say you say 6. Now I say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I should have 1 more card than you, seeing as I went first. So you drew extra times. Call a judge over, that's a game loss on you. Technically they can't say that I didn't draw. It would be you drew extra time. It's a game loss on you, so that's pretty nifty.
So bringing the judges into the cheating now, are we?
Or the 39 card dot deck. So you're shuffling a deck, or say I just finished and I leviated their monster. Shit, I really just did that. I went to retard. Wait. It's cool, we're safe. No, we're not. Okay, so I leviated their monsters just now, and I leviated out their ladybug. Now their ladybug just got shuffled into my deck, and I noticed this. I take that ladybug and I throw it on the ground. Now that ladybug is no longer in the deck, and I present my deck to them, they present their deck to me, and I pile shuffle their deck. I count while I'm pile shuffling, and I say, you only have 39 cards in your deck. Call a judge over, he checks the deck, there's 39 cards in it. That's a game loss.
Okay.
So that's another like nifty way of cheating. Marked sleeve, which is pretty obvious. If I take a corner of a sleeve and do this to it, and I look at the sleeve believe in this whole pile, you can tell which corner is marked right there.
Yep.
Right? So you can always tell which corner is marked. So if I had marked this side with 1, and this side with my shark, and this side with my magician, then I look at this side, I put 1 to the top, I switch it over, I look at this side, I put 1 to the top, and I have magician shark in my opening hand, right? So like that's a really simple way of cheating. Then there's like the obvious stuff where if you're the only one taking life points, make sure, like in a large event, I always use a pen and paper plus a calculator. Because if you ever have 3,000 to your 2,000 on a calculator, and on my, if you have that on a calculator, and on paper, I'm at 5,000 and you're at 100, and I call a judge over, no matter what you say, I'm right. Because I'm on paper. There's documents of what damage is taking place. That's the general rule. I can have 8,000 to 50, and I would be right technically.
Okay.
That's most of the like simple stuff. There's not really other things that you need to know, like bottom drawing, shuffling the 8-5 stack. Okay, if you see your opponent, if you're shuffling in 8s and you see your opponent shuffling 5s and hand the deck to you, switch your shuffle to like 3s or 2s. If you shuffle in 3s 9 times out of 10, that'll ruin their whole thing. Like that'll absolutely give them the worst hand ever. If I have a deck set to shuffle in 5 and 8 and I shuffle in 3s, it'll ruin their entire deck. They'll like draw the worst hands ever.
Okay, so that's the way to stop that 5-8.
Yeah,
shuffle into 3s.
Either that or like after they shuffle, make sure like always. I don't get why people don't cut their opponent's decks. Every time my opponent does anything, I always go shuffle, shuffle, cut twice, and return the deck to them. Like I always do that, no matter what they do. So like, cool. You have to make what?
I based you that one time. You were doing that with my deck.
What was I doing with your deck?
Shuffle, shuffle, cut twice.
Yeah, every time someone hands me a deck, I shuffle twice, and then I cut twice, so I know that they haven't cheated at all. That I know that I'm the one controlling their outcome. Or well, luck is the one controlling their outcome, but they're not controlling it. Yeah, that's pretty much all I've got here.
All right. Well, thanks. Thanks for teaching us how to cheat or what to look for.
It's not what to look for, it's how you cheat. How to cheat to become a better cheater at cheating. That's the name of this video. You should actually name it that.
What's that? How to cheat?
To become a better cheater at cheating.
Yeah, that's a little wordy. That's a little wordy. I think I'm good. All right, well, I'm going to do my sign-off.
Guys and Sectors are the best deck ever.
Yeah, okay, sure.
I 2-0'd every single person I played today.
Okay, well, good for you.
They're the shit. This card, where is it? This card is so good. Okay, my last round, this is like the best story ever. I summon a tomato. I set a tomato and set 2 background. My opponent punches into the Thunder King, and I search out a Dragonfly, and I'm like, I'm safe. I'm going to top deck that Hornet. Draw into Hornet. I'm like, you're dead. I equipped the Hornet and blew up everything. This deck's crazy.
Alright, cool.
We'll do the outro. We'll do the outro. Do it.
Go on, Will. You can do it.
Serious 13 is swinging for game.
And dicks.
And dicks. Alright, see you guys. Hi guys, somehow I was talked into doing a deck profile now of his fucking Exector deck, so we'll do it now. It's Nishant again, the guy that just showed you how to cheat. Yeah, we'll do it.
Hey guys, so
you do realize that all this is going into a mashup for Saturday, right?
yeah.
All right. But I'll put little intros in between them. So.
Yeah. All right. It says that Nishant's a shit. He's the best. Those should be your intros. All of them. Okay, so Insectors, because they're good still, and they're the best deck of the format, last format. And anyone who disputes with me, look at Worlds. I don't care if you say TCG exclusives, they're the best deck of the format. Okay, so the deck plays 1 Dark Arm. This card is not like an OTK card anymore. Like I don't use it to like drop 3 darks to the grave and then push. I use this card as like a progressive card. Like no, because I went Insector Ladybug, and he Veilered my Hornet off it. So I equipped this, I dropped Dark Arm, blew this up, got back my Centipede, and
Dragonfly knob.
Whatever. And then I brought back my Centipede and OTK'd him. It's like that's how I use that card now.
Okay.
I stopped using it as a normal, just basic Doors, because even though it clashes with like these, I still really like it in the main deck. Saved my ass so many times because like they attack, I Gorz them no matter what it's for, and then I can like attack. And worst comes to worst, I can blow up my own token with Dragonfly or Centipede and get the cards I need. And then Gigamantis, this is like, if this card got hit or Centipede got hit, this deck would be absolutely dead. Like if this card was still at 3 and Centipede got hit, this deck would not be able to play. Centipede makes this deck work, and this card makes this deck win. I chew out every one of my opponents every time I got this card in my hand.
Nice.
One Ladybug, because Dragonfly, because it's good. I want to say Labelle, because it's German, and then I say Ladybug. Hornet, because it's Hornet. Okay.
That's your destruction guy.
Every time I search one of these two out, I draw the other one. Like if I Sangan for this, I draw into this next turn. If I Mystic Tomato for this, I draw into this next turn. Like no matter what.
Because of your Brothers of Destruction.
And then Sangan, and then I play double Turgid. People are like, if you Turgid into Sangan, the other Turgid's dead, why do you play it? Because I don't Turgid into Sangan. Every time I've drawn this, I've gone first turn Turgid into
Turgid into the Turgid.
Into Zen Mains.
You can also run Tour Bus too.
I don't like Bus. It tested really bad. Like I kept drawing it dead, and I was like, I'm not loving you. So like this guy, I go Turgid into Turgid, and I make Zen Mains. And I've done that so many times, and it just sits there, and it lets me bulk up on cards I need. Like I make a Zen Mains instead of Warning for the Tempo play, right? So I'm not really scared. Then I play double Mystic Tomato, because Tomato's good. It gets the cards I need. Also, this card plus this, it lets you go attack. Say they have a Thunder King on board, and like one backer, you MSC their backer, you summon this, you crash with Thunder King because it's 19 now, you special summon your Dragonfly, and then you can do your combos.
Interesting.
I realized this like a little while ago because I looked at it and I was like, my attack is huge. Holy shit. And then double Card Trooper to get the cards you want in the grave.
Yep.
I play double Valor. I was playing 1, but I just wanted to play 2 because there was like a bunch of stupid stuff today, like windups and stuff.
Valor's help.
Yeah. 3 Centipede, 3 Ladybug, because this is, with Hopper's new ruling, this is Hopper became obsolete, this is a lot better. Hopper's new ruling is you can't use it on first turn because you're not attacking that turn.
Right.
So after the deck was good, they changed the ruling for some reason because they're dumb. But this card's
Ladybug can make up for that.
Yeah, we'll go. I have like 3 minutes. Then Centipede to search my stuff out. Triple MST. This card can be played offensively now. Like you can MST your own Gigamantis and OTK them. So that's why this card's so good now. Double Sword. I wanted to play 3, but at the same time I didn't want to draw dead with them. So 2. 1 Duality. I wasn't liking 2. Every time I drew this, I already had the cards I wanted, so I didn't really need it. Foolish.
Stick more shit in the graveyard that you need.
All this stuff. There's staples in this deck.
Yep.
This card's so good. It boosts your attack. Plus you can activate it and double pop it with Hornet and Centipede, and then you can set your field up. And then this can go to the grave, and then you can make I went like this and had a Hornet, and I popped twice, and then I destroyed this. I made a Levier and got a guy back. I got my Centipede back and started killing him. So this card's so good for that. Book and Lance, because Book is just defensive card, and Lance, it protects your guys. And they bottomless your Centipede so much, so like Lance gets past that. The double Roar for the most amazing card. It's just for the protection. I played double Call because I didn't want to draw dead at all. I wanted it to be live every time I drew it. And with 2, every time I drew it, it was live. And then 2 Warning, Judgment, and the Trap Stun, because you can Trap Stun them, and then go off, and then start popping their back row without fear, and then you get the pluses off it.
Cool. Very nice.
And then
Extra.
Side first.
Side first.
Extra is like my favorite part about this deck.
Okay.
Double Cyber Dragon, Thunder King, Maxi, just staple stuff for different decks. Knock for the Geargias, Messenger from whatever, Dimensional Fissures, 2 Decrees. This is changing. I'm gonna do double Gozen match. This was a Dust today, but I'm playing double Gozen match now, and 1 Needle Ceiling.
Needle Ceiling's so underrated.
So good. Cards are actually so good. And then I played 1 Excavator because you can make this so much. I thought you couldn't, but I make it so often.
Yep.
Tyrus because it's better than Atreus in this deck. I mean, I don't really need to pop because I already have all of them.
You have the popping, yeah.
Excasteg, this is probably the best level 5 I've ever. This is my favorite level 5 of all. Utopia because I can still make him.
It's actually a rank 5.
Whatever. You can choose what level you make your monsters off Ladybug. Acid Golem for the big beats. Number 17 Leviathan for the big beats. Granosaurus, it won me a game today. I burned for 2,000. I burnt with an attack, then tributed it off for Gigamantis and killed him. 1 Giga Brilliance.
Helps to increase that beat stick.
Lemmier. This card I want to play 2 of, but I don't have room. Tempo. Zenmains. Gachi.
What the fuck, Gachi?
They're letting me double.
Alright, fine.
This guy, because I made this so many times on Baylor and Giga Mantis, just blow up their whole field. And then Armiarm and Chimera Tech. Yeah, that's the deck. This is why I like this deck, because this is so versatile. You can play everything.
Anything that you can't do in here, you can do out of there.
Pretty much. Yeah. That's the deck.
That's it?
Yep.
Okay. Well, thanks, Sean.
Sarah 13 swinging for dicks.